"109."
109. What's up, Zoe?
What up, Zoe?
yeah.
You ain't here.
That's right.
Just a duo. The duo, the OGs. Zoe's at home. Get better, Zoe. Probably one of the only listeners to this.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he listens anymore, actually.
He fell off.
He did. So shout out, Brad guy. I know you in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What we got today? You got some pop?
Yeah,
I got a little pop, too. I got a couple things up my sleeve for that pop.
All right, hit that thing.
Hit that thing.
Pop it, baby.
We watched the last
I like when these are like this.
the last Halloween. Halloween Ends.
Oh, you did watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, we watched it.
On the Secret Hideout rating-o-meter.
It was garbage.
How many garbages?
It was fucking trash, dude.
Yeah, I've heard that. I heard it
Yeah.
like ruins the movies.
It's
everything.
It's like, what were they doing?
And Jacob said, "Don't even watch it." Said it's fucking horrible.
It was like they were like, oh, okay. It felt like they were like, okay, like we should make a remake or like recreate one of like the old, shitty sequels. Like we should do like a
H2O,
like a shitty sequel version. No, like something like real like Halloween.
okay, yeah.
6
Yeah.
or 5 or something like that. Like, let's make that. Like, let's do one of those. And they like really succeeded in doing it.
So they just made a shitty movie.
They just made a shitty movie.
Is it super hyper gory?
No.
No.
Oh. I didn't think so. But it was just like stupid. Basically, it was just like they did the whole, and like that's what they were going for, because like they were going for Halloween 3, which didn't have Mike Myers in it. It was like this own thing, which is okay, because like, okay, so John Carpenter was his whole idea with Halloween was that he was going to make all these like sequels within the same universe, but different stories, right? And like Halloween 1 was like the story of Mike Myers, right? And that was going to be Halloween 1 was just Mike Myers, and then like Halloween 2 would have been like a different story, and then Halloween 3 would have been a different story, right? But because of how big of a sleeper hit Halloween became and how much money it made, because it made a fucking shit ton of money, right, when it was released, and because of that, the studio forced him to continue the story into Halloween 2, and he hates Halloween 2, and then he produced Halloween 3, which didn't even like have Mike Myers in it, and he liked Halloween 3, and everybody hated Halloween 3 because it didn't have Mike Myers in it, but it was more to what his original plan.
Yes.
Right?
Which we talked about a little bit a couple episodes ago.
So that's like what they were doing with this. They were kind of going that route of like, oh, here's this story. Here's the story of, that's within the same universe, but instead of Mike Myers being the killer, we're going to create this new character, and he's the killer and embodies the Mike Myers,
I got you.
Character or whatever.
The villain,
it is.
yeah.
And it was just, I don't know, it was just stupid. It just felt it should have been its own thing then. Like, it should have been a spin-off movie, right? It shouldn't have been, because they had Halloween, then Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends. So it's like that right there. Those are supposed to be connected. Those are all supposed to be one thing, right? And this one felt so disconnected from those other two. And that's the problem with it. It was like so it didn't even feel like it was in the same realm as those. And it's like, why would you do that? Like you had like this little trilogy going, like you make this, you introduce us to this new character, this Corey character, and the third fucking movie, like I don't give a fuck about this dude.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck about him.
And he's the main villain in the movie. There's no backstory to him.
There's like a opening. He's babysitting a kid. He's like a college kid, and he's babysitting like a family friend's kid or some shit like that. And like the kid, a little asshole, and locks him in like this upstairs attic. And he's like kicking the door, telling him to let him out. So spoiler alerts, everybody, in case you haven't seen it. This is a spoiler, but just don't watch it. Just listen to this instead.
Yeah.
And he like kicks the door open, and when he kicks the door open, it hits the kid in the face, and the kid falls over the railing. And it's like 3 stories, and like he dies. This like little kid dies.
Okay.
And he gets put away into jail or something. I don't know. They don't even say what happens, right?
So
like,
he gets like
you assume that he goes to jail for like 3 or 4 years, and then when he's released, like the whole town like hates him.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, and then like all of a sudden he turns into a serial killer, and that's what like it doesn't make any sense because like he wasn't this troubled kid, like he wasn't a troubled kid or anything like that. Like it was an accident, and they're trying to convince us that like because of the way the town treated him, he turns into this like soulless fucking brutal killer.
Sure.
And it's like no way, dude. Like not happening.
Yeah.
And the whole time they're trying to convince you like, oh my god, he's like fucking Laurie Strode in this movie, Jamie Lee Curtis, her character is like, I could see the evil in his eyes and everything like that. And it's like, she's like, it reminds me of Michael. She kept like being like, she kept looking at him like she could tell who he was because she knows Michael. And it's like, well, first off, you don't fucking know Michael. You've never stared Michael in the eyes. Like you've always been running from him.
Yeah.
You've just been running from him your whole life. Like he's either chasing you or trying to fucking stab you in the face. Like you never knew Michael. You've never even seen him without his mask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't give me this like, oh, you can tell when someone's evil because you faced it. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like, and then the whole fact that this kid is evil doesn't make sense either because like he had an accident. He didn't like. He wasn't fucking burning kittens in plastic bags at the age of like 7,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So I don't know. It was just stupid. Like, don't ever watch it. I don't know what they.
Does Michael Myers make an appearance?
Yeah, he makes a stupid appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. And this kid like is able to like they're kind of like a tag team for a minute.
Okay.
Like Mike Myers like helps him out.
He's like, I got you.
He does. He like drags because Mike Myers has been. I'm like doing a horrible job explaining this movie, but fuck it, it's trash. He's been like living in like this sewer for the last 4 years or some shit.
Is this the Ninja
and
Turtles?
Like apparently hasn't taken off the mask ever. Like he's literally been living in like this sewer, and like he like saves this Corey kid and like drags him in there, and like.
He's like,
the
like
Corey
me?
Yeah. That's like what it's like. He like grabs him by the
Yeah.
neck and like they stare at each other, and then they're both like, oh, we're like each other, And then like
you like to kill teens too?
and then like so this Corey guy like starts bringing people like to the sewer and letting Mike Myers kill them. I don't know. Does he eat them or something? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Right.
It seems like that's what he's doing. And then they even go on like a couple kills together. Right? Like,
so like buddies.
yeah.
That's funny. I picture like a real stupid, like a real dumb, cheesy scene of them going with like fucking happy music, like breaking into a door.
No, it's like that. They're like in a house and they just like killed this babysitter and like they put on like Goodbye Horses, And they're
dance around. That'd be good. That'd be
to
good.
There's a scene where he attacks Mike Myers and like gets his mask off him and takes his mask and like becomes him.
Wow.
And it's like, okay, that's stupid.
That's
stupid.
That's
so we washed our palate with Rob Zombie's.
Nice. We didn't watch
the next day.
We didn't watch
on
it.
Halloween.
We didn't watch it this year. This first year I didn't watch it. I didn't watch any of the scary. Everything just like Halloween crept up on me.
Yeah, it was quick. It came
Just
quick.
boom.
It did come quick.
Halloween comes quick.
Yeah.
That's the name of this episode.
Yeah. No, and then it's just so good. Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah.
Fuck. If you don't like Rob Zombie's Halloween, fuck you.
Yeah, it's the
You're
best.
hey, let me tell you something. You're wrong.
Yeah, and
all right?
a
You're
racist.
fucking wrong, and you're a bigot and a
Yeah.
racist.
Yes, 100%. I
right?
agree. I couldn't agree more.
For sure. There's just no reason not to like Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween. He took fucking Halloween. He fucking took John Carpenter's Halloween and just made it better.
Sure.
That's all he did.
Yep.
That's all he did was just made it better.
You know, I actually didn't see the first Halloween until after I saw Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd seen like Halloween. I've seen like 3 and then 2. You know, I've seen them all out of
H2O.
order. H2O probably was the first one I seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, like he literally remade this thing. So then thinking about the monsters, it makes more sense that he does he pays homage and does
Yeah.
it proper.
Yeah, man. And dude, I was just like, yeah, I mean, I've seen this movie 100 times, but like I was watching it, and the kids, and people had problems with the kids scene, a lot of people had problems with the whole prequel thing, right? And like I can understand because people are like, oh, it takes away like the mystery and stuff, and it's like, sure, I'll give you that, but at the same time, he did it in such a good way that it doesn't, because he made it. Okay. So for Rob Zombie's original plan was that he was gonna make 2 movies. Okay, he went to the studio saying, "Hey, I want to make 2 Halloween movies. First, I want to do a prequel. It's about young Mike Myers and then him in the mental institution. All right, and then the second one, I'll make the remake.
Yeah.
All right, and the studio told him no. Right, and that's why half of the first movie is a prequel.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's because he wasn't able to make the movie, right? But you could tell that was his goal, and he had a vision in mind, and that vision was that he was going to make this prequel with a young Mike Myers, who was a severely mentally disturbed child from a severely broken home, all right, who does these horrible things. You could tell he had that vision, and he was going to make that child and film that child the same way Mike Myers, adult, would be filmed.
He did that.
And he did that.
He did that.
I mean, even the scenes of just Mike, like him going through, we'll call it child Mikey,
Yeah.
all right? Of the scenes of Mikey walking through like the hallway of his home.
Yep.
Like when his sister doesn't even know he's behind her, or her
It'll
boyfriend.
do like the
Like-
foot,
yeah, or
foot
like
scene.
his head being in the corner of the shot,
Yep. Yeah.
and it following it, and it was just he felt. I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, I'd watch an hour and 40 of this movie.
It's my favorite part of the movie.
Okay,
It
yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part. The first act's the best part of that movie. Mm-hmm. I think he
And I love all the
he created Michael Myers.
did.
He did.
He really did.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like it just all makes sense and everything, And so yeah, and then the sheer brutality of Michael Myers is just like how can you hate that? Like how can you hate that? Like that's what Mike Myers would be.
Yep.
Like that's what Mike Myers would be.
Yeah.
Just fucking cold, like power, like a powerhouse, just stabbing you in the face, fucking 17 times.
And he makes him quicker and more powerful. Like
yeah, for sure.
He does
Yeah,
that cool thing, like what was it, Dawn of the Dead, when you first saw like the zombies like run.
Yes.
The remake of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was like, oh yeah, this is way more terrifying and way more realistic, and
Yeah.
just the way he like fucking like
The way he breaks into a door
oh dude. And
is
the way,
fucking scary.
the last scene in the house when he's like destroying the house.
Yeah.
That's hectic. It's really hectic. And they
Yep.
shot it perfect.
It's not perfect. I love how that movie ends, man. I love it. I love that it ends with like her shooting him in the face. right?
Mm-hmm.
But she's shooting the empty clip,
Yeah.
and then she finally gets that last one off, and like it just the fact like how she reacts, like she shot him in the face and she wasn't prepared, mentally prepared to see someone's face get blown off.
Yeah.
And the blood splatters in her, and it closes up into her mouth. It's all bloody, and she's just screaming.
It's great.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's fucking so raw and beautiful, man. I don't know. And the music's fucking fantastic in it.
Music's awesome.
It's fucking fantastic.
It's really good.
And then, he never wanted. He didn't want to make a sequel for that. Like he did in his head. I think he did in his head. He wanted one, but after making Halloween 2, or after making Halloween, he didn't want to work for the studio anymore because I guess they were horrible to him. So he said that like, filming the whole first Halloween, they kept coming in there to check to make sure that he wasn't screwing up, or to check to see if he was going to make them a hit. Like they didn't trust that he was going to make them a hit.
Sure.
And they kept coming in and being like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this? What's this going to look like? Is this going to be good? Are the people going to like this?" And then he said, I guess he was like contractually
obligated to the sequel,
to a sequel or some shit like that, because he didn't want it. He said no to it or some shit because of his experience.
Yeah.
And then he ended up doing it, and he said this time they kept coming in, and now they kept coming in to make sure that he wasn't screwing up the hit that he made.
Yeah.
And he said that they were constantly showing him footage of the first Halloween to be like, yeah, look it should look like this. Like this is what it should look like. And he's like, I filmed this. Like, why are you showing this to me? Like I made that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was on Rogan. He had a pretty good Rogan. He was talking about. He talked a little bit about that.
Oh, did he?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure that was from his Rogan. But yeah, I mean, the second one's good though. I like the second one.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's a weird one.
It's really weird.
It's really weird.
It's good though. It's scary. It's like,
yeah, I have to rewatch that one.
It's got scenes that you hate, but
yeah, he gets deep in it.
Yeah.
He goes into like the psyche of
and like
one
the
of their
witchcraft
minds. I think it's just like the psyche of Michael's mind.
Yes, it is. And
which should be a weird place.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's got the wrong kid, which kind of throws it off, but
it does. It has a different kid.
Yeah, it has a different kid because of how long between. I think he grew up too much or something.
Yeah.
So, but it's good. I remember liking it. I've only seen it once or twice.
Okay. Yeah, she's all fucked up in it now.
Yeah.
And so's her friend.
Which is cool. It's a cool.
Yeah.
I like her and her friend. They're good.
Annie.
Yeah.
Annie. Now, okay, so Annie is like in that movie. She's like 30.
Is she really?
Yeah. And she was actually in Halloween 4 and 5.
I've heard that before, yeah.
She was the little girl, main character girl. And the way she got that role, because she didn't even get invited for that role. She found out through at like a horror convention, because she was like she's kind of like a B-lister.
Yeah.
Right? And she found out at a horror convention he was making it, and got her agent to like get on them. And then they I guess they interviewed her or some shit, and she was basically like, I don't know if she was like a Disney kid or some shit at one point, maybe.
So I'm looking to see what
I think she might have been a Disney kid at one point in like the early 90s or some shit. But anyways, she was like, yeah, I'll do all my scenes naked. And they were like, all right, that's cool. Because if you think about it, her whole chase scene with Mike Myers, she's naked, she's topless.
Hold on, you're talking about the friend.
Yeah, the friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the girl that plays Lori, she's actually the only one.
Annie. You're right.
She's the only one that's actually a teenager when that was being filmed.
Okay.
All the other ones were like 30 years old.
Oh yeah, she does look old. I mean, she doesn't look old, but she looks older.
Yeah. I mean, she is old. Oh, that's another one about the Halloween Ends is Jamie Lee Curtis is fucking garbage in it. It made no sense. They bring back Halloween, right, with the Halloween remake thing, and they made Laurie Strode like this hard ass motherfucker, right? I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And in this one, she's like a little bitch, dude.
Is she still in the hospital?
No,
No?
this is like
Okay.
4 years later.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like a bitch.
So fuck this new Halloween.
Yeah.
She's kind of bad though.
Yeah, she's bad.
Yeah.
For sure.
Her death, or not her death scene, but her.
Yeah, because she survives.
Yeah, where she gets killed. That's a gnarly scene.
Where she gets fucked up.
Yeah, where she gets fucked up.
Yeah. Laurie.
Yeah.
Laurie.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Shit was raw. Yeah, I remember Joe. That movie fucked Joe up, I think.
Oh, it did. Yeah, me and him were on a half of Addy and on some weed.
Yeah, when we all saw it in theaters
Yeah,
together.
I was wearing a pea
I
coat.
think the part in the beginning where he kills the other kid.
Yeah,
Fucked Joe.
I remember it being gnarlier. Like when I do rewatch
it was because I mean it was gnarly. You don't
Yeah.
see a kid getting killed much.
No,
Just like a kid getting killed much.
but I remember I thought they showed more of it. They do a good job of like the wild pans, like
Yeah,
they don't really show much of it.
they show him die though.
They do. They show a lot. They show everyone.
They show
die.
him die.
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure they show everyone like.
and that's
die.
pretty. It's a pretty raw scene. like,
Yes.
watching like a young kid die. Like
Yeah.
you know.
And isn't he standing over him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like watching him. He looks like Michael Myers. Like
Looks like fucking Michael
Yeah.
Myers. Yeah.
that kid
you know.
slays that role, man.
Yeah, he did.
The only one bad in it is his mom.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta stop using her.
Rob Zombie's wife cannot act.
No, she can't.
She probably kills it in the Monsters.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say in bed.
Probably that too.
She
I'm
kills-
absolutely sure of that.
I thought that's for sure where you were going with that.
And she's, the other thing is she's not hot. She's not like, but she is. She's like crack whore hot. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is so Warren hot. You see her
Yeah.
at Myers or something. You're
Yeah.
like, she's probably hot.
Yeah.
Probably on some pills.
Go to like a Roseville fucking
Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah.
You might catch Sherry Moon zombie. Right? Sherry Moon zombie.
Sure. I don't know what
Zombie
you just
Moon.
said.
Sherry
You
Moon.
sound like you off that perk.
Zombie, right? That's her name.
Sharon Moon Zombie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we also watched the Babadook.
The Babadook. Babadook's good.
Babadook. It is really good, man. It's really fucking like just eerie.
Yeah.
It's like
It's on Netflix, right? I remember it used to
No, we watched it on Shudder.
be. Okay.
It did used to be on Netflix.
The Babadook.
Yeah. Can't escape the Babadook.
What year was that? Was that put out? That was
What?
2014.
Is it British? I don't. Oh, it's Australian. Okay.
Ah.
I didn't know if it was like British or Scottish or some shit like that. Yeah, Babadook.
Babadook's. It's not really scary. It's just kind of creepy.
It's very yeah, because it's mainly about mental illness.
Yes.
That's what it's about, like grief and depression. Like this
It's gnarly movie about that is
Hereditary.
Hereditary.
I know. I almost watched it the other day.
You gotta watch it,
I
bro.
know. I want to. I'm
You
like
gotta
itching-
watch it.
I'm itching for it.
You gotta watch it.
That
It's-
and Midsummer.
I think Midsummer is a masterpiece. Hereditary, I won't watch again. I won't. I bet you it might be a masterpiece too, but
Yeah.
I won't watch that again.
I heard there's so much hidden shit in it though. Like it's like a good
Hereditary
like
is?
a good
Oh,
rewatch.
I'm sure it is. It's deep.
Like you see things that you didn't like. You see things that tell you the story.
That's a
Like,
shame because he made it unrewatchable. I'd watch Midsummer again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Midsummer is some of the best tripping scenes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ever. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Oh, you know what movie is beautiful? Paranorman.
Paranorman. Did we just talk about that?
No.
Paranorman?
Yeah, it's a kids show.
Paranorman.
It's a kids movie.
Is it a scary movie?
Not Norman.
How do you spell it? Like that? Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, it's a clay animation, like a claymation movie.
Why do I always bring a wiki up first?
Beautiful movie, man.
Meet Norman Babcock. His family is a little annoying.
Norman!
Can't you be like other kids your age and...
I thought you said kids my age were too busy shoplifting and joyriding.
His friend is slightly peculiar.
I like the animation.
I'm
It's
busy.
Are you freeze framing Mom's Aerobics DVD again?
No.
And he has a gift
Good morning.
that is rather strange.
Hi, nice to see you guys.
Hey, peace, man.
Totally. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Can you see ghosts like all the time? Yeah. Awesome.
Now, you know who I am.
The weird stinky old bum who lives up the hill?
I was asking him. I'll bet no one told you about the witch's curse, did they? To save his town.
The ghost is going to wake up and raise the dead.
You're the one who has to stop it. He'll need a little help.
I got you.
And a lot of courage.
What do we do? Mitch!
I don't know.
You're the oldest.
Not mentally.
This summer,
Norman.
Norman is so Norman.
when the zombies come knocking,
Is everyone alright? Nobody got bitten? I bit a tongue. Did that count?
only true heroes
I figured it out. I know a way to stop this. Oh, yeah.
can answer the call.
It's really scary.
There's nothing wrong with being scared, Norman. So long as you don't let it change who you are.
Mitch, do something!
Paranorman.
Yeah, this movie slept on, man.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's like the cinematography of it is like beautiful. And
It
everything.
reminds
like the shot
me-
setup, like the scene setups and shit.
What is that it looks like? It looks.
It's by a Lakai or that company that does it. They do really good claymation. I think they did Coraline or something.
Coraline. That's what it
Yeah.
reminds me of.
I
Yeah.
think it's the same company.
Yeah. Okay. And it kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yeah.
but like better.
Like look it up. Like look up. It starts with an L. I don't know where you find that.
I don't know either. All cast maybe. All
Production.
All production. Yeah.
Right. With company credits.
I see what you're saying. Where the fuck did it go? See what I'm saying, dude? The internet, man. It's not what it used to be. Production, right here? No, dude. Everything's like this. What's going on here?
Everything's pay now.
Dude, I'm about to like sign up for something on IMDb and I don't want to. I could just look it up.
Yeah, just look that shit up. That one's good. Also in that same realm, Frankenweenie, the Tim Burton one, is good, which is a remake of an old '80s movie where the kid like brings his dog back to life. Like, yeah, how do you say that?
Laika.
Leica.
It's funny because we were watching Lakai.
See what they did. What movies they made.
Laika?
Yeah, just go to their wiki or whatever to go down. Right there. No.
Oh, fuck. See, we need Zozo
But
here.
there's a link. Yeah, right there. Click that. Yeah. See, they did Coraline, Box Trolls.
You said Box Trolls, like you know what Box Trolls is.
Kubo and the Two Strings. That has Matthew McConaughey in it.
Do you know what Box Trolls is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Coraline's really good too.
It takes place in Flint.
It takes place. No,
No?
they're from Pontiac.
They're from Pontiac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Coraline is good. Were the kids scared of that movie, Paranorman?
No.
No?
I hadn't watched Beetlejuice too.
Did that scare them?
No.
No?
No,
Did they
Hayden
like
liked
it?
Damon didn't care.
No.
No, he's not too big on movies. But Hayden liked it. She liked the day. It's
excellent. That's my favorite scene
You
of
put
Beetlejuice.
some auto tune on that.
Yeah, I got you.
Daylight come and we want to go home.
Might not need it, dog. Might not
A little
need it.
reverb on that.
I'll put a little reverb on it. Yeah. I'll spice it up.
Spice it up for you. What'd you watch?
I finished that show, The Watcher.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay.
That show's really good.
I looked into it.
It's really good.
Based on a true story where the people were getting
Children
what?
went missing or something like that.
Weren't they getting letters, like strange
Yes,
letters? Yeah.
letters about
Someone
the-
pointed out, why didn't they just put a camera on their mailbox?
There's cameras involved.
On the mailbox?
Um,
Someone was pointing out that if they just would have put one on the mailbox, the mystery would have been solved.
maybe.
You know? I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't see it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
From what I read and then seeing that someone
Sure.
pointed that out, I was like, oh, that makes yeah.
No, I didn't finish it. I didn't.
just said
I didn't. I lied.
Okay.
I have the last episode. So I'm like, did they wrap this up? Because I don't know who wrote the letters.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, why? Why?
I've seen the clips from it. I've seen the famous clip where the guy comes in and he's talking about every 80 years or something. You know, they do a cleanse.
And they drink adrenochrome.
I don't know. But
Oh.
you tell me, dog. I don't want to watch
They
it.
talk about
Some old guy comes in and says like, he sits down with them.
This might be. It might be on the last episode.
It's like every 80 years, there's like a there's a world war or a war.
Can I talk about the
and that's-
tornado?
He said something about a mud flood.
I don't think that's in there, dude.
Yeah, it is. Because I've seen the clip 108 million
Really?
times. Yeah, billion times.
Does he say there's a mud flood?
No.
Okay. So I don't know. It's really good though. Like, I can't give you like a good synopsis of it, but
It's
can't.
really good. I don't know what it's about.
I didn't finish it. I just remember that I think I fell asleep during the last episode,
Okay.
but I got to the last episode.
Okay.
And it's good.
All right.
It's like a mystery. And sure, maybe they could have solved it by putting a camera on the mailbox.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of funky shit going on. More than just a letter. It's not just a letter.
Yeah.
There's like people showing up in the house that shouldn't be there. It's all caught on camera. So
Okay.
it's good though. It's really good.
Let me watch it. Let me watch that.
You gotta give it a go.
Well, the next thing I'm gonna watch probably tomorrow. I'm gonna watch that All's Quiet on the Western Front.
Is that a
War
show?
movie. No,
Or is
it's
it
a
movie?
Yeah.
Is
On
it World
Netflix.
War One?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing good things about it. So
Did it just come out?
I think the 28th it came out.
What's it on?
Netflix. It's a Netflix original. Is that all you have? Is not finishing The Watcher?
No, I started a good book too.
Oh, okay.
I started a good book. It's called it's by the guy who did The Martian. I'll have to look it up real quick.
Andrew Weir.
Andrew Weir.
Andy Weir.
Yeah, it's another space book.
Okay.
It's called Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I was about to start the Artemis one about the moon,
Yeah.
but all the reviews of that one
No,
are real.
it's good. It's fun. Don't listen to reviews.
Did you listen to Artemis?
Yeah. Wait, no, not Artemis. I'm thinking of
You're thinking of
yeah.
the guy who you're thinking of. What the hell is that? We've done this before. Starts
Oh.
with an A too.
Shit, is he Ready Player One?
Ready Player One guy.
Yeah.
No, but this book's good, especially because The Martian's good.
I listen to that shill, huh?
Oh, he's a shill for sure. Talks about global warming and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these people make good art though.
Making good money.
Yeah. Like, it's like, and they'd be like, there's a lot of little things in there about, oh, my dad doesn't believe in global warming. He's like, well, it's real.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's good. It's about a guy waking up they're doing an experiment on a star of why these stars are dying. And it stems back to planet Earth realizing that their star is dying, that sun is dying. And there's some sort of, it's almost like a disease or something that's infecting these stars. But the way it takes place is kind of like Martian-esque in the fact of it's this guy who wakes up on a space station. He doesn't know where he's at. So he's figuring everything out. Like he's literally like learning how to speak because he's coming out like from a coma from, a 30-year voyage or some shit.
Okay.
But they're powering the spacecrafts with this disease of the star. It's crazy. It's good though. It's a good science fiction book.
Okay. What's it called?
Hail Mary,
Hail Mary.
because that's the mission that he's on.
Ah, okay.
I'm about halfway through it.
Is it like to save Earth?
Yeah, it seems like that.
It's their Hail Mary.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's good. This guy's writing style is really good. The way he did The Martian's really cool too. I'd
Yeah.
suggest both of those. The Martian movie nails it too. Nails this guy's writing.
Yeah.
Because I think he started The Martian as like a web series.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that on here. I think you actually told me that. But yeah, I suggest this one. It's a good listen.
Okay.
A lot of science jargon
Yeah.
and shit. But
Yeah, but he don't talk about God much, does he, Jim?
no, well, I think this guy might be religious.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not Andy Weir. He's not for sure. He's just probably a Satanist.
Oh, you talking about the story? In
Yeah,
the
the
story?
story. I think he is.
Okay.
But it's good. It's really good.
No, Armada.
Armada. That's it. Armada. Yeah, that's it though. I really haven't watched too much shit. Just The Watcher, which
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's about. And apparently you know more about The Watcher than I do.
Man, it talks about global warming and that though, huh? That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know? Shit, dude. We have to start writing songs about stuff like that, you know?
About global warming?
Yeah. Global warming and,
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously.
you know, being
Rounder
oppressors.
stuff.
I'm an oppressor.
I'm just a white man.
I'm just an oppressor.
I'm just a white man. I'm into it.
Come on, baby, let me oppress you.
Yeah. I like this.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Like, it's so easy. It's easy to sing about some woke shit, make some money.
Yeah, I mean, you don't
People
think
are like, oh my god, he's so edgy.
you don't think the guy who makes Frankenweenies woke? They all have to be
Yeah, they woke.
all JM'd.
Oh, jeez, Jim. Oh, jeez.
No one knows what that
Going
means.
on that music talk. I
The JM?
no, I got my bass guitar. I got a bass guitar.
You slap at the bass.
Yeah, I got a real fucking cheap bass. It's like $100.
Do you have an amp?
Yeah, it came with an amp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, I think with the bass by itself is like $80. It's
Okay.
like an $80 bass, and it came, but I paid like $130 for it to come with a little amp, little 20-watt bass amp. And man, I gotta say, I'm fucking impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I'm not gigging with this. You know what I'm saying? Like I just need something to put on my demos. Something that goes ba ba boom,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
You know, and this thing's gonna do a fucking trick. Like, is it cheap? It's like, yeah, it's cheap. It's like light, but if you need a bass
Yeah.
for like some recordings and shit you're doing in your house,
I would just MIDI that shit.
sure,
I would.
yeah, bitch ass way,
I guess. It's the same way.
ass way.
Sounds,
Gotta slap it.
sounds better.
That's how it sound like on it.
Is that what you're doing? Yeah. I'm sure you're just gonna root note your G C G.
Fuck
which
yeah,
you
dude.
can just do on a keyboard.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Which you can just do.
But yeah, but I'm gonna aggressively pick it,
So you can hear the picking.
like Mark Hoppus, like
Yeah. Okay.
you can do that in the MIDI.
No. Well, you probably could.
I mean,
Most of the
probably
bass you
can.
hear is fake, I think.
You can get you probably just download a fucking what are those called, like a
Like a software instrument.
like a software, like how they have like drums, like
Yeah,
rock
like-
drums,
yeah,
and it just
exactly.
sounds just like you could probably find Mark Hoppus's bass.
Yep.
And it
then
does
just
that picking for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but if you want to play an actual bass, like you don't play bass, get a Glary.
Yeah.
It's Glary. They make guitar. Don't fuck.
It's funny because our bassist's names were Gary and Larry.
And this is a Glary.
This is a Glary.
Yeah, this is a fucking Glary. Yeah, fucking cheap ass bass that like sounds pretty decent. Like I would actually play a show with it. Like being like if my friends or something was like, "Hey, I need a bass player. Can you play some A and G over and over again?" Like, yeah, I'd use that bass, and it would sound good. I think it would sound fine.
I'm sure it would, yeah.
You know what I'm
bass
saying?
a bass is an instrument.
And I'm probably gonna get I'm eventually gonna get a setup on it. Like,
That's all you would need
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
A bass is a simple instrument. There's not too much tonal aspect to it.
Well, so I was been looking at. Okay, so I am a budget like gear guy. Okay, I have to be. I can't afford like a nice guitar, and so I have to just get budget, which I think is more punk rock, anyways.
Sure.
like-
I mean, that's what everyone did.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like so fuck it. But I've been looking into these things like what is it about this Glary company? And then there's also a company called Harley Benton. Have you ever heard of Harley Benton guitars?
No.
So this company Harley Benton is based out of Europe, somewhere in Europe, and they're known for like low price range guitars, right? And for a long time they were known for like shitty cheap guitars. But within the last I think like within the last like 10 years or so, they've been putting out like bangers at real low prices.
Yeah.
Right? And from what I hear about it, and anybody, because in that world, like there's so much snobbery, like
Yeah.
pretentiousness in that world. So anybody that's like really in guitars would be like, oh god, like a fucking Harley
Which is
Benton.
weird.
Are you kidding me?
Because like
But-
most of those people would also be like, I recorded this with a Harley Benton.
Yeah, and like that's what makes it snobby.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like-
for
yeah.
sure. But so looking into that though, so they've been putting out like some cool ass guitars for real cheap, and a lot of them are like basically like what it is like the reason that these companies are able to do this is because like Harley Benton is getting these guitars out of like factories in China, right? But you know who else is producing in these same factories? Like fucking Fender and like
Sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like Fender's like low or like Squires, like their low end guitars are coming out of the same
they're
fucking
higher end ones.
yeah,
too.
like
Yeah.
certain ones are probably coming out unless it says made in America, right?
Yeah.
Like so they're coming out of the same factory, right? But there's a difference. The biggest difference is that those ones by those companies, like the higher any higher end one that is coming out of those factories, they're getting quality control checked. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they have a guy that's looking at those guitars and being like, does this work? Is this
Yeah.
right? Is this nut on correct? Is it is it angled at all?
Get back to work, kids.
Yeah, like this is fucking wrong. Do it again, right? Where these guitars don't get that.
Okay.
Okay, so they're just pumping them out and like they'll check one and then like let 20 through, check one.
Yeah.
So, a lot of times, well, not even a lot of times. So like sometimes you'll get one that's like a dud, or
Yeah.
it needs like a really good setup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And other times you get one that's pretty good right out the box. That your
Yeah.
basic setup's just gonna make it sound good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's that with like some wiring gear and shit like that, or like like lower quality pickups are the reason they're able to lower that price range for people like me. For people like me or people that are just getting into guitars. And so these are guitars, like I'm talking like you can get a guitar for like $180, bro.
Yeah.
That like you would have never been able to get like when you were fucking how were we, 14?
Yeah.
When you got your first guitar?
Yeah.
And you know, what did you get? What did you have? A Squire Stratocaster?
Yeah.
You know? So like that guitar, the guitar you can get now as a straight beginner compared to the first guitar you were able to get that every parent was getting their kid for Christmas.
Yeah.
It blows it out of the fucking water.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know, I think that's cool.
I think that guitar was good. My first one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people
anything wrong with that.
Well, that's the thing about guitars is I think people always, when you buy all this stuff's like, it's all the same. It's what you do to your guitar. Like, it's all built in factories in Japan and China and Korea, Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, you know, the American-made Strats are a little bit higher end. What's going on up there?
Oh, I was like seeing if there was anything in here.
What, like a cockroach?
I keep grabbing it and like going to drink it.
Are you out of drink?
Yeah.
Do you need a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Talk about these guitars real quick.
I'm not going to just talk about these guitars. We can just pause it. We have power of editing. Just go get a drink. But no, I feel you. Guitars.
Okay, yeah. So what were we talking about? You were saying like guitars is just like
I've always thought that. Like I have good guitars too, I guess. Like my Schecter's a pretty good guitar, but it's not that good. Like it's a lower. I think you're always just paying for names with guitars.
Yeah.
You got to play something that sounds good, or you can make any guitar really good.
Yeah.
That's the fact of the matter.
That's something like with these Harley Bentons and even like the Glary guitars and stuff. What's cool is like they got a lot of cool looking bodies. Do you know what I'm saying? They got like cool colors and bodies.
That's sweet, yeah. So
in these guitars that you can bring home and then, you know, you go on eBay and buy some.
As long as it's not warped or something that's unfixable,
yeah,
then
for sure.
It's fine.
But even then, like they all got like, even if you get one and it's fucking warped, like they all got like they're companies, so you email them and they'll
say,
fucking
hey,
you know,
this shit's fucked up and I want a new one.
You know, but they're great guitars to like mod and shit. You can always upgrade them and just make them beasts, like you're saying.
What are they called?
Harley Benton.
Just like Harley?
Yeah. Harley Benton. Right there, do that, yeah. No, the top.
This one?
You spelled it wrong.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right there.
You know, I always accept the cookies and don't ever really know what that means.
Yeah.
Do you do that too? Okay. Just making sure
I think it just means like, hey, we could steal your
data, right?
Data, yeah.
All right, I've already given you all that. Oh, these are nice.
Yeah, they're dope. Those are the higher end. Those are not higher, but higher. Like those are like probably like 300.
Oh, that's not bad.
All the pro models are like 300.
Yeah.
So, bucks.
These are sweet.
Yeah, they got a lot of cool ass fucking guitars.
I like this one.
They got something like that. They got like a telly and like a like
this
sparkly.
Is clean. This is clean right here,
dude. Keep going. Like they got like a one in a cool fucking teal. They got one that's all sparkly. I want to get one of those.
These
one of those
Jaguars.
Jazz Masters, that pink one right there.
Yeah, it's like a Jaguar.
I put that on my my Christmas list. That pink,
how much is it?
That pink. That would be I think a $209 out the door, because it's like $60. It's like $70 for shipping.
I'll buy that right now.
Don't buy that. No, you can buy it. It's cool. I'll have a match guitar with you.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet.
Isn't that dope?
Yeah. Why is it so cheap?
So it's $149 and then plus like $70 for shipping because it's coming from Europe. Oh. I just told you. I just explained why it's so cheap.
I thought that was a $300 one though.
No, and this one's got great. I probably watched like 30 YouTubes on that guitar. I like all the guitars I like on here. I watch like fucking.
You should get
like
one of these
30
junior
YouTubes
ones
each.
for.
I'm gonna get a junior bass.
Nobody want to play the bass, dude.
It's just so much easier to like learn fucking
Yeah.
rhythm on and shit, and then upgrade from there.
These are sweet though.
No, keep going back to those tellies. Find like the $300 ones. Go to guitars.
I'm trying. It's taking forever.
Find like the telly cut. I don't know. Do you like tellies? I like tellies.
Yeah. I don't like telly's pickups normally though. I like a humbucker telly.
So that one's on my Christmas list too. That pink one. That's like it's the same range, like $190 right there. But keep going. Let's find the pro ones. These are all like the cheaper.
The cheaper ones are at the top.
Keep going. Oh, you know what? Go to guitars again. Go to guitars, like the list. Go to series, pro series over here. Go down to the last one.
Oh,
Go to like
okay.
pro series. See what they got going. Yeah, I do like that clean fucking.
This white one.
Yeah, that one's dope. Keep going
I
down.
might have to buy that one. How much is that one?
Go check price. So then add
That's like
70.
that's like a regular guitar price.
Yeah. I don't like that back though.
Yeah, what's up with that?
That's a weird back. Because those other tellies got just the little, what's it called? Through with like the little circles in the back.
Oh,
holes.
yeah.
It's like nice and clean. I don't know why that one's.
It's probably better actually, so you can like adjust like the tension and
Yeah,
stuff.
probably.
Yeah.
Go back again. You got it.
It won't let me.
Okay. All right, go down. Keep going. Like those. I like those boys right there. That green one right there. Click on that. See how much that boy is. That's not bad.
Is there no pick guard on it,
Dude,
or is it just
that's no pick guard. Let's see the back of that.
just
Is
normal?
that active?
Oh, that is clean.
That's clean, right?
Yeah. That's cool guitar.
That cheap telly I was showing you. Go to one of those. That
They
one's
make that in pink or no? I don't like that.
no.
It looks like Sammy Hagar's guitar or something.
Yeah.
Go back.
I like the silver one. There's a silver one, like a sparkly silver one. Yeah, go back again.
These are like the price of my Squire telly. The telly.
Squire telly.
Yeah, remember the telly deluxe I had, the blue one.
Oh, that was what era was that? Late-
Beginning, second to late.
Beginning second to okay.
That guitar was cool. I think I
like
sold
that.
it.
That guitar was cool.
I don't know why I sold that.
Go back again.
I think I sold my first guitar. I want to let me go
So
back.
we're on the just in case
You're
I don't know.
listening.
I don't know if they could see this.
They can't see it either. I can make it so you can.
Yeah, make it so they could see what we're.
Okay.
We're looking at Harley Benton guitars.
Ooh, this one's kind of fancy.
That one's dope. Put some white pickups on that.
This one's for the metal people.
Yeah, I put 3 of their guitars on my Christmas list. On my Santa list.
I'm about to buy 3 of them.
You should, man. You should buy one.
They are cheap.
Keep going.
I've never been like a huge guitar head. Like I don't
Boy.
need a lot of guitars. I've never wanted a lot of guitars,
Okay.
but these are nice guitars. These are the type of guitars I would buy for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, they're gonna sound good, and if they don't, fucking make them sound good.
Make them sound good.
You'll be able to.
I mean, dude, I was like I said, like
Is
every
it
guitar
in
I liked,
tune?
every guitar I liked on here, I watched like 30 fucking YouTube reviews. You know what I'm saying? Like anywhere between like 7-minute long ones to fucking a half-hour long ones. Like
This is
listening to them
clean.
at work.
I like this.
And these dudes, there were dudes that were taking them straight out the box, tuning them, and then ripping on them. You know, like just fucking ripping on them, like making beautiful sounding music. And then they'd be like, you know, they might be like, yeah, this isn't like the best guitar. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this isn't a great sounding guitar. But for the price point, and I was like, dude, you just fucking ripped on that. Like, that sounded.
Yeah. It's so objective. That's such an like, music is so objective. Like that's what I realized when making music, especially like when Secret Hideout, when we were doing our stuff. I'm like, I just have to make this sound good.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter how we get there.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it
matter
doesn't
what
matter.
it's done with what gear.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. It's just what it sounds like at the end.
Yep.
And that's why music's awesome in that aspect. Like it doesn't you don't have to spend I mean when you're gigging a lot and you're playing out,
Sure.
but not even anymore, like
Yeah.
you can get away with a lot for a little. And that's
Exactly.
the thing with music. And that's kind of been the beauty of music forever. And that's what makes everyone so into it is like it actually is obtainable. You don't have to have a $6,000 guitar for it. You have to be a $6,000 guitar player. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think you have to be that, you know,
But I'm
like
just
to
saying,
make
like
earworm music,
yeah, you don't.
you know?
Like, you know, John Mayer picks up one of these guitars. It's going to sound like John Mayer's playing this guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't
For
matter.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
it doesn't matter what guitar he's playing. It's
Yeah.
the player.
John Mayer can pick up this guitar non-set up,
Yes.
right out the box,
Yeah.
tune it. It could even have
And it'll make a hit
a
record
defect
on
on it and
Yeah.
make a fucking hit record.
Absolutely.
Sure, yeah.
Yes. It'll be warped and all out of tune and shit. He'll figure it out.
But fucking
Yeah.
figure it out and make it sound
No,
good.
these are cool.
Yeah.
Is this the bass company too?
No, that's Glary.
Oh, Glary. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never wanted
like
a bass
that.
guitar.
You've never wanted a bass?
No.
I started on bass, man.
I
Like
get
when
it.
I got this bass, like when I got it, I had fun playing it. And dude, like honestly, the amp it came with, like, dude, we're talking like it's a cheap ass amp, right? It's like a cheap ass 20-watt amp. But if you're a fucking beginner or if you got a kid or something that wants to get an instrument, like you don't want to spend a lot of money, that $130, 100% worth it, man. Like I've been having a good time playing this bass. You know what the first thing I played on it was
Carousel?
Carousel. Baby.
Does it look like a P bass, like one of these?
Yeah, that's the I got the go to that one or the red. Yeah, that one. I got the white, the all white. If you go down.
Oh, Dude, this fucking website's sick.
Oh, I don't know, you can change
They don't
it.
have the color changes on here?
Oh, right there, in the boxes over there,
Where am I at?
over that way. Yeah, right there.
Oh, you actually have to. Yeah, they don't show you.
Yeah, I got that boy.
That's nice. Throw some stickers on it. Look
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, bro.
You should pop punk that bass all out.
They got some cool. Look at their guitars. They got some cool guitars.
I don't trust Glary as much. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It goes all about like you do whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't trust Glary. I like that. I like that little semi or that like almost a hollow body.
Semi hollow
Semi hollow
bass.
No, it's a telly.
Where are the guitars at here? I can't. This website's really bad.
That one, that first one right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would go to the other place.
For sure. For sure.
These look like the neck stock. I'm not with it.
Yeah.
The is that what that's called? Headstock?
But for guitars, but for bass, man, like I'm just telling you, if
I
you
think any bass. We've figured
sure.
that out a long time ago. That like
how much we need bass players
yeah,
all the time.
it'll
like,
be fine. Like
Yeah.
having a bass amp or having like we were using the PV, you know, and people be like nerding out over that thing. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
You just gotta have that low end. Like it's really all it's about.
Exactly.
90% of the time when you're at a venue, you just go direct into the board.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like it doesn't have to be. If you're like Ken Pasek,
Yeah, I mean, if you know what
it's
you're doing
different.
on
Yeah,
bass, for
it's
sure.
a little bit different,
you
for
know.
sure. It's a lot of bit different, I should
Yeah,
say.
it's a lot of it different.
Yeah.
But man, if you want to play an instrument or you got somebody that you want to get a gift for to just starting in the bass world, go with this Glary. Like I said, $130. You get the amp the fucking a gig bag, a strap, a cord, and a bass for $130. Like, you can't beat it. You know, put a $40 setup on that shit, maybe some new strings.
I really like these. These.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've been like scoping their website for the last like 4 days. Just sending shit to Melissa, being like, I want this, I want this, I want this. So basically, I told her to pick one for me if she gets me a guitar.
See, I don't play guitar anymore. It sucks. I need to.
Looking at like what Tom plays now.
Yeah, I've always wanted a hollow body.
Did you?
Yeah. I played a hollow body with Seven Birds one time. It was Andy Pandy's, probably because something was wrong with my guitar.
Okay.
And it was fucking awesome.
Really?
Sounded so good. I used it for a lot of the songs with Seven Birds.
Yeah, I'm a stickler about the body, like the color scheme too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. I like a weird guitar.
Yeah, we'd have similar
Yeah.
tastes in what we get.
Both my guitars are very not normal. Like when anybody sees this guitar,
Yeah,
like they're always just like, "What is that?
yeah,
This thing?
right.
Like what the hell is that?" Because it's like a Frankenstein.
It's like the seafoam green
Yeah.
with like the white. It's the pink knob that really sets it off.
That pink knob is for real.
What was that from? Did you order that, or was that from wasn't that from your old white guitar?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I got it set my old white at a Schecter Tempest, which is another weird looking guitar, and I got it set up through Dalton, and it didn't have any knobs on it, and his guy sent it back with these pink knobs on it that just looked fucking kick ass because I had like
the tape.
the X
Yeah.
taped on it, and yeah, and I just threw one of those on here. Fucking, and this is a Fender pawn shop, so it really is just like a Frankenstein.
That's what it's called,
Yeah,
a pawn shop.
pawn shop. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's like a American Strat mixed with a 72 Telly.
Okay.
So it's got the Telly neck.
Okay. Yeah.
You see how it's got the small neck, the
Yep.
Telly neck, and then it's like a Strat body, but that's semi-hollow.
Yeah. 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 That's weird in itself.
Yeah, you don't see too many Strats. I don't think they make a semi-hollow Strat.
I've never seen it before.
Joe got a really cool guitar too. Joe Garofalo, when we were in Birds, his Telly, that was a really unique Telly too.
I can't
It
picture.
was like natural wood colored with the black pick guard, but it was also semi-hollow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That thing was cool. We got those at that guitar store out in Waterford.
Yeah.
That place
He's
is
making
cool.
video game music,
Yeah,
which I think is fucking cool.
I love Joe Garofalo's music, man.
Yeah. It's like a perfect.
You know what I
fit
thought
for him.
about doing was having him do. I was like, I wanted to hit him up and be like, hey, you know the Bodies Seven Bird song that we were talking about the other week? I was like, hey, listen to that song and like make it
Yeah.
and record it, and
Yeah.
we'll just record it. Just give me the track. I'll have Jake do
Yeah.
his parts, and we'll get Lauren to do her parts, and then because he could make that. I was listening to it. I was like, just make this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You for sure
yeah.
could.
Well, yeah. Definitely could.
Big time. I've been.
It was made off of.
Yeah. Did you do that at like work?
No, but I did it on my computer. I did it on GarageBand.
Mm-hmm.
I just set that and then layered it.
Think about "Never Was, Never Will" by Seven Birds.
Yeah.
Check it out on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Check it out.
It's a good song. We recorded that whole song with a Yeti mic.
A Yeti.
With
Whole thing.
The whole thing, except for the piano, which was direct in,
Yep.
but everything else was
Drums and
recorded.
everything.
Yeah,
You know.
with a Yeti.
John wrote and recorded those drums in I think 2 hours, not even maybe.
Yep.
Like I didn't even give him time to like write.
No,
I
and
just said, hey, put
I
drums on
recorded it with no drums.
Did you? No drums weren't on it yet.
No, because I recorded the song and then John recorded the song after I did.
Okay.
So I think I did it to like GarageBand stock drums,
Yeah.
and then John went in and recorded. We recorded that all fucked up. It was all wild, but it sounds great.
On GarageBand.
Sounds great.
On GarageBand.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yep.
It's all the beauty is the eye of the beholder. You know, it's like whatever the person listening to it. People listen to fucking shitty music, dude.
Yeah.
That's just the fact of the matter. People
Yeah.
listened and love
Yeah,
shitty
Jacob
music.
shows me all kinds of shit.
Jacob always shows me shitty music. I'm never into
Yeah.
it. No, I mean, I shouldn't say never.
No,
'Cause
yeah.
He's into
It's-
so much music that it's
got-
impossible that you're
yeah.
not gonna like
You
some
gotta
of
have
it.
some shitty stuff in there.
But I don't like shitty music. I like polished music.
Okay.
I always
like-
have.
I
You
like-
like shitty music.
Yeah.
You and Jacob, Rachel likes shitty music. She likes music that's a little rougher around the edge.
Really?
Yeah.
Like who?
Like Modest Mouse would be a good example. Like their singers
Never
not.
would have considered Modest Mouse shitty, but
Oh, I do.
right.
But I like them. I really like them.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's like a raw or Future Islands. You ever heard them?
Mm-mm.
You'd like them for sure.
Okay.
Especially if you watch some live videos, then you'd be into them. But they're just it's rougher. It's like the band you just showed me before the show.
Front bottoms.
Front Bottoms.
Yeah.
It's like that's shitty.
Okay.
Well, I showed
that was
you.
beautiful.
I showed you Paramore.
Yeah,
before.
you real
Do you know what I mean?
produced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's heavily produced. It sounds clean. I like pop. I come from the world of pop music. I love pop music from
yeah. You had a sister and
yeah.
Pop,
Dude, I like
pop
listen
it,
to
baby.
like when I skateboard. I listen to like Mariah Carey
okay.
because I think or like Whitney Houston. Like I think the production and the cleanness and how that's the type of I listen to musicals. I listen to shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I've never. I like Blink 182. Like that
Yeah.
was my punk rock.
Yeah.
That was my punk rock. Was Blink 182.
Mm-hmm.
So it all comes from this polished world of music. But Ed Sheeran, I love that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You've definitely been more pop.
Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
Jason Mraz is still hands down the best concert I've ever been to. Just hearing that man sing, being able to sit down, watch a show like that,
Yeah.
especially as an adult.
I was actually thinking about the other day when you said that you don't remember that Blink-182 concert, Green Day concert.
The Kobo one?
Yeah.
I don't.
That was a dope that was like one of the best concerts.
I don't remember anything from it.
That's crazy.
Nothing.
That was like our best Blink experience.
I'm sure it was.
That was like our closest Blink
Did we
experience.
pop-
We were like
did we
real
mosh?
close. I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay.
But like we were like fucking close, real close.
Yeah, I don't know why that one's just gone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I hurt my brain over the years. There's times like Dan will be talking about stories of A Second Too Late. I'm like, was I
Oh.
there?
Well, a lot of those times you were there, but
Yeah. I mean, that time, I mean, at
You were
that
just
Blink
fucking
concert.
gone.
But that's what I'm saying. So it might have affected prior
Yeah.
memories.
yeah.
I had a wild dream last night about Channing.
Okay.
The whole dream was about like Channing and his family. Like I remember it. I'm not like this. I don't really
This is
like when people
a
do
childhood friend of Jim's.
Yeah,
I
this
hate when
was-
people tell me
this.
their
Yeah,
names.
yeah, me too. I really don't like it because I'm like, one don't believe you, but this one stuck with me for some reason. It was wild. It was about like finding Channing at an older age. So Channing was my neighbor across the street. He was my best friend as a child,
Yeah.
like every day with him, and ended up going to high school with Jake.
Yes.
And you knew Channing. You fucked with Channing.
Yeah, I fucked with Channing in high school.
Channing
Yep.
was a cool dude. But my
Yes, he was.
dream was him. I was finding him as an adult, and like our families were meeting back up as adults, and it was like I was meeting his kids and his like
yeah.
it was wild.
Might want to hit up Channing.
I know.
Should probably hit up Channing.
He's hard to find.
Okay.
He's not on like
Oh yeah, he's one of those.
yeah. Fucking have Channing on this bitch. Dude. It'd be dope, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's probably about it.
Do you have any dreams? Do you have like core memory dreams? Like
Elaborate.
like dreams that you had in like fourth grade that you just like remember. They like stick with you.
Stabbing dreams.
Okay. I'm talking like specific though. Like, do you have any like specific dreams throughout your life that just
I
that
feel like
become core memories in your head?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's a common thing. I think I have a lot of the same
crazy.
dreams.
Okay.
Sometimes, like I think I have for over the years too. Like I've had a lot of the same dreams.
Yeah. I have one. I know we hate talking about dreams.
Fuck it, well, yeah, whatever.
I have one.
We're gonna talk about flat Earth more.
Yeah. When we might have talked about it before on here, but there used to be this skate park that I went to. My first experience with skate parks was this really small skate park in the basement of this like I don't know what you call them, like a hobby shop. That's weird. It was like a place where they had like Magic the Gathering tournaments and sold like Magic cards and shit like that.
The laundromat, right?
Yeah, we called it the laundromat.
Yeah, we've
it
talked
wasn't
about
called
it on
about
here.
that. But anyway, so this old man owned this hobby store where they sold Magic cards and had tournaments and like all that nerd shit, right? And his grandson, who was, you know, like a 20-something-year-old, he, in the back of the store, right, his grandson had this little skate shop. And his grandson was like a rollerblader, and so they sold like rollerblades and they sold skateboards and stuff. But it was like real dinky, like in the back of this hobby shop, like where like in the back room, like where like it would be like employees only, right? You go in there and there's this like dinky little skate shop that had like a few pairs of skates and a couple skateboards and some trucks and wheels for sale, right? And then in the basement of this place, his grandson built a skate park. And when I say skate park, I mean like think of a basement. You know, it had some ledges, it had some quarter pipes, a couple boxes, but then it had like a really nice mini ramp.
How big was this basement?
Like a establishment.
This place is like lore to me.
Yeah, you've never been there.
No.
I would love to. I have footage of it somewhere, man. I've tried to look for it online and everything, and I don't know. I just think this place was like a little. It wasn't even called the laundromat, bro.
No,
No, I just think that's
called?
like I was in 4th grade.
Yeah.
You know, like this is like my introduction to that world. To
Would
this
Josh or Tony know what it was called? Your brother?
No, they weren't involved in it.
No.
This is with like Tony J and Daniel.
Would they
you
know what it was called? I bet you Daniel would.
I don't think so, because
No?
that's what we called it, and I
Yeah.
think it was because it was next to a laundromat.
So it wasn't even the laundromat.
No.
See,
I
I've
think
always
that's
envisioned it as the laundromat.
I think that's just what we called it because it was next to it, and maybe someone else called it.
Did
that.
you have
So,
to pay to go to it?
Yeah. We paid. Like you pay it was like $5 for
Mm-hmm.
like 2 hours. You know, something like $10 for like 2 hours.
What's
and
that
shit.
today? Like $72?
Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, we would go and we went to this place all the time. Like me and my friends when we first got into rollerblading. Like again, it was like 4th grade, and we'd go there all the time and skate. And then you would go upstairs and go into the hobby shop with all like the nerd toys and the Magic cards and everything, and you would buy like ramen noodles or something from the old guy, the guy's grandpa.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like an old man, and really nice though. Always like super nice. And he would make you ramen noodles, or you just buy your snacks and you eat them up there in the hobby shop, and watch people play Magic, and then you go back down and skate, right? And I just remember I have this core dream of I'm in the basement, and so it's hard to have you guys picture it, but on the mini ramp they had this couch. This isn't my dream. This is real life. They had this couch on the mini ramp, right, on one side, and like the mini ramp was like if you like Jim, you would have to duck,
Okay.
and like the older kids that we would skate with, like the rollerbladers,
They would get low.
they would get low on it and everything like that, and because they'd have to duck, you know. But anyways, they had this couch on there that you would chill on. Everyone would chill on the couch during someone's run and everything. But I just remember my dream was I was on the other side of the mini ramp facing the back wall, right? And the back wall, in my dream, the old man died, right? And his grandson was standing like on the what would you call it, of the mini ramp?
The deck.
The deck of the mini ramp against the back wall, and he was on his knees, and he's holding his grandpa, right? He was holding his grandpa, and there was like there was some type of like saying behind him on the wall in pink neon lights.
Trust the plan.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know what it said, but it said it was like behind him in all pink neon lights. And I remember it being like, it was sad, but yet it meant something. And that's just like, that's it. That's like my dream. Like this guy died.
Do you have
and
this
it was
dream
like almost
a
like
lot?
a funeral. No, I only had it one
you only
time.
had it once. Okay.
One time in like fucking 4th grade. And it like will never, it like, I swear to God, like every like at least once a month it pops up in my head.
Weird.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
So that's why I asked if that's like.
Yeah. Me and my sister have a common memory that wasn't true. I've talked about it on here before, but it's about my grandpa building us like a secret hideout. And
Yeah, I don't like this one.
You know, you think this one's a dark, suppressed memory.
Yeah.
Where it was a yellow couch down there.
Out in the woods.
Underground. Yeah, it's wild. But we both remember it.
Yellow couch.
And I don't know if she's fucking with me like she was about the Easter Bunny, which I'll never trust her again because of that.
What was the Easter Bunny thing?
She just lied that she saw the Easter Bunny, and I believe she convinced me
That you saw it?
That I saw it too, and
Yeah.
I knew what he looked like. I would describe a little mark on his back to people.
Making you a little liar.
Yeah.
Going around being a little liar.
Being a little liar.
Tony used to do that to me too. Tony would come in and be like, I heard, did you hear him? Did you hear Santa?
Yeah.
I heard his bells. And I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard him.
You just kind of like.
But I always felt bad that I didn't hear him.
See, I just made it a reality. Okay. I made it. I factioned that
It's a
into
core memory.
existence.
It's a fucking.
Yeah.
You seeing the Easter Bunny is a
Yes.
fucking core
Yeah.
memory.
I don't remember the Blink-182 concert, but I do
that
remember
fucking mark on the Easter
God damn,
Bunny?
dude, I could draw it.
You can spot that. You can spot that motherfucker out in the
I
lineup.
could, dude. Every time I'm at the mall and I see the Easter Bunny, I'm like,
You ate the Easter Bunny. Let me see your ass.
let me see your ass, Easter Bunny.
What kind of mark you supposed to have? I saw
Look
you.
out, imposter!
I saw you in the 8th grade.
Oh yeah. Core memory dreams, though. I don't think I really have anything of that significance of like dreams that I remember. I remember getting stabbed in a dream, and I don't know if I have this dream a lot.
Okay.
But I've gotten stabbed, and I like almost feel like I know what being stabbed would feel like. And this is something I've been experiencing since a child, where it like burns.
Yeah.
When you get stabbed, it was like stabbed in the stomach, and exactly.
Well, has any of our listeners ever been stabbed?
Yeah. Does it burn?
Does it burn?
Because I always envision that. I don't know if it's like the bile of your stomach coming out.
Right.
You know, the
I feel like
stomach
your breath
acid.
would leave, too. You know.
I just know exactly what it feels like to be punctured in the stomach.
Right.
So I don't know if that's like some sort of like, maybe that's like some ancestral DNA.
What do you think's up with like slow motion in dreams?
That's a real. I was
Like,
just.
what is that,
It's
you
weird
know?
because I was just thinking about that right now. I was like, do I bring up the fact of like punching in slow motion,
Yeah.
or
What is that?
I don't know, like, or you can't hit somebody, or you hit them, and it doesn't.
Like, why is our brain doing that to us?
I don't know. The dream is a monster, right? It's a crazy. The fact that we just reset daily, and I mean, we just start up every day like it's a new day, and it's none of this crazy shit happened in your imagination or whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
we're just cool with it. We're like, all right, yeah, let's just go fucking make sandwiches all day. Like, you know, I mean, it's like you're just like, oh, I turned off for 8 hours. I think that's why, like, when you start doing drugs that keep you awake,
Yeah.
it's intriguing to see what happens, because then like you start experiencing those thoughts when you like stayed awake for like a couple days or a day or two.
I don't know. I've never done that.
I've never stayed up for a couple days. I've definitely stayed up for 24 hours for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple days, maybe once.
Yeah.
But you start getting like some like wild, like the dreaming happens still. Like that part of your life still happens. So like drug addicts chase that. I know we could talk to John would know about that for sure. Or like experiencing that. Remember at the house he'd like stay up for like a couple days.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember him telling me about it too. We should have John on here actually. Have you ever talked to him about it be coming on? John's the drummer of our musical endeavors for our lives.
Yeah.
Also like Jake's brother-in-law or some shit.
Yeah, basically.
We're family now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of that, Larry's back in town.
Yep. He's got a house.
I know, I should have had him come on.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone for like 3 weeks again.
Oh, he's just going for a gig?
Yeah. Yeah, he about to leave. You know what? Let's get into some random shit real quick before we. We talk a lot of bullshit on this episode, huh?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut the fuck out of this one to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, cut it.
I'm gonna just make it
It's
smoother.
the whole episode then.
I'll make it smoother then.
We just talk shit, bullshit.
Yeah, if there was just some nulls, I'll take care of. You guys won't know.
So I want to start looking more into this Paul McCartney like old Beatles conspiracy. You know, Paul's dead.
The fact that he was that he's now some other man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I first got put onto this by it's funny, Daniel.
Okay.
My friend in elementary school and shit. He was the first one to show me this. The Sgt. Pepper's album cover.
Yeah.
Where if you put it, you take the slip out and you put the CD case against it, the mirror of it. It shows like all these things on there.
Let me see if I
Like the bass drum says something.
Should I put mirror maybe?
Yeah, like album
Mirror trick or whatever.
mirror album mirror trick. Yeah, I won. He die. He die. He die.
He die. It says it twice, right?
I die.
Or no, yeah.
I die. He die. Yeah, I don't know. There's just okay. So this is a very old one, right? But it's like really good though. It's just like it's
Well,
really
dude, it fits in.
it fits in with everything we
Like
talked about.
replacements,
Clones,
yes.
clones and everything like that. The classic Abbey Road
Cover.
a picture where it's it's saying that Lennon's the priest.
We have the same TikTok or something. I just was looking at this.
Ringo is the pallbearer. McCartney is the corpse, and what's the last guy's name? Harrison.
Yeah, George Harrison.
Harrison is the Undertaker. And that's why Paul doesn't have shoes on. I mean, if you're in this world, you know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah.
But it's just really cool because, that's what I was trying to get to is that it all ties into all this the clone stuff and everything we're into. The name of the dude is, so I guess okay. So the idea is that Paul died. Oh, and in that picture too, if you bring that picture back up, I don't know how true this is, but I guess one of the cars in the background, nope, back there on the left.
The black one?
Nope, on the left.
This one?
That one. That was supposedly a same kind of model or something. Maybe Paul drove, and then if you look, there's people standing in a crowd, and it's supposed to be like Paul got in a car accident and died.
Yes.
That's them standing around the body over there.
Oh.
And then the thing is that this dude that was like the winner of a lookalike contest
Yes.
named William. His name's William something.
I'll look it up. Go ahead though.
He's the one that replaced Paul. And then there's like audio that people found, or it's like I am William or some shit like
Yes,
that, and
yes.
like, you know, God, I'm trying to think of what song it is that where they say that, where he's like I am William. What's his name? Type in like William. Just type William after that.
Of course, Google's fucking.
William Campbell, maybe? Yeah, it might be William Campbell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think, knowing what we know now and what we think now, like, this would be a good one to go back into, even though it's a classic old conspiracy. Like, if we I bet if we start diving into it more, like, I bet we find stuff that just makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
it,
for sure. I want to see what song that is.
Type in like Paul McCartney or the Beatles, I Am William. I don't even know if he said I Am William.
It does. I saw it because whatever TikTok I was watching was it played that audio, right? Did you see the same one? I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
We should have sent me that. Send me that shit when you got it.
Did I send it to you?
No, you should have though, because I could just pull it up. No, that is an interesting one. I think all those like whenever you see like the what's that, the right wing rapper that's got the clone song.
Oh, Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you ever seen like TikToks with like mashups of that, and it like shows all the old pictures of like Nicolas Cage in the 1800s and
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage now,
Keanu
like,
Reeves and shit.
yeah, like they just take their DNA and they just clone these important people over and over again and make them figureheads and leave them in like the Kardashians in charge of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah, no, I really like that one too. I was just looking into that as well.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. So this one's been popping off lately. The whole Elon Musk and the devil Halloween costume.
Yeah, was that this year? Is that what that picture
I
was?
think so. I don't think it matters what year, but just like him blatantly saying, like, "Look, I'm a Satanist."
I mean, who is his mom? Like.
Yeah.
I bet you
Halloween.
I bet you your Doge is doing good though right now. It's with his mom too.
Yeah, and she looks like a Matrix character or some shit.
Yeah, I guess on the front of it.
The Baphomet is on there. Like the Baphomet.
And like upside down cross.
An upside down cross.
I mean, it is Halloween. But
why wear that? Like, why does he have to wear that?
But what's he doing?
Like,
he doing that's
that with
wrong?
a lion on it?
If he brings Trump back to Twitter, you feel better about him?
No.
Trump's in that shit too.
You probably sacrifice some kids.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Why don't you tell everyone where to find us, Jim?
Check us out on things. Secret Hideout Podcast.
Check us out on things.
Check us out on Instagram at Secret Hideout Podcast and YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Yeah.
Yeah, and just like always, don't listen to a word we say because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
We don't want to take this again. Just hit me again with it. It's all
I'm cutting up this. Hey, Jim, why don't you tell everyone where we can phone?
Check us out on Instagram at Secret Hideout Podcast, on Twitter at Secret Hideout 17, and on TikTok, Secret Hideout Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and share this stuff.
And like always, don't listen to a word we say because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. And please do your own research, and we will catch you on the flip side.
Peace.
Later.